There are some gates that go be in front of your amp, and what it does is it looks as if there's signal, and if there's a signal under a certain threshold, which could be the noise, it cuts. Of course, when you're sustaining notes and then the notes kind of die out, it cuts. So the question is always like, how much can it distinguish between a noise floor and a usable signal? But what if that blocks in front of your amp and then your amp itself creates noise? Well, wouldn't you want to block that noise, especially in le high gain for le metal? Yes, you would. So the CockBlocker, similar to the Sentry from TC and the ISP Decimator G-String, has kind of two things. You go in front of your amp, and you also go in the effects loop, where it then has a second gate. And if Leslie shows the side cam, I'm going in here with my guitar. I'm going out of here into the amp. In this case, actually a tuner and other shit. And then in the effects loop out is going into the blocker in, and blocker out is going back into the effects loop. So this should actually cut the noise coming from the amp. And I'm not sure, but it might actually be doing some magic inside with phase comparison and shit like this to make sure that it only cuts the actual unusable signal. And we shall le compare. Is that all so far correct, Le Glenn?
Sorry?
Is what I said correct, but you didn't pay any attention, right?
Exactly. Sorry, I thought it was another one of your videos. Sorry.
This is another one of my videos. This is exactly what's happening.
Okay. Yeah, it sounded pretty much like that. I'm not sure about the phase thing, but you'd have to talk to the designer, Antonin.
And Antonin, of course, is Le Brilliant.
Yes. He builds great
I've
shit.
reviewed some of his pedals, the Boost, and I've got this thing here. The Vivider by Salvation Mods, which is absolutely amazing. And of course, he's the guy behind the KHK stuff, and that's all amazing. So, the guy knows his stuff. I'm going into the Rev 100P, which is a noisy little amp. No, it's not. It's as noisy as any other amp. But, I mean, when you're on gain, those things do create noise. And here's the noise right now that, with my guitar volume rolled down...
And you're just on the green channel, too. You're not even on the purple channel.
I'm on the green channel, yes. So this is pretty much the sound you have. Well, I have to say, the sound you have in here, there's some ground shit going on, and this is, of course, with lights and stuff. It might have a little bit less noise in your environment, but there's still too much noise to actually use silence in between, because it's not silence. So let's listen to the noise together. Okay, now I turn this thing on, and the noise is gone. To show you how much noise the amp creates if I cut down the input altogether, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to turn the pedal off, I'm going to turn my tuner on. So now there's literally no input going into the amp. The input's dead because I turned the tuner on. This is what the amp by itself generates. And that's too much. For fun, or le fun. See, there's a little bit of difference coming from the guitar. So tuner off, and tuner on right now, sorry. Some high end from the guitar comes in. So I turn this pedal on, and there you go. It's all gone. It's what you want. There's literally nothing. So Glenn created a thing that does absolutely nothing. Not even a tiny bit of still noise, and then it's just gone. But get this. Listen to all the little fingerings I'm doing on Glenn's CockBlocker. Can you hear how I'm fingering it? You see the little light? I think the yellow light on the cock is... for a blocker is to show that it's on, and the red light's indicating you when it's opening. But it's doing the subtlest shit it allows me to do. So it literally cuts out nothing. And interestingly, it fades that out quite slowly, naturally. but when I'm giving it a hard break, there's no fade. So it seems good. More gain.
It's rather intuitive, isn't it?
Hey, you don't comment, it's your product. This is a review. You shut it.
Bite me, Baldy.
More gain. So there's a knob on it. Right now I have it on the most subtle setting.
The knob on the guitar too.
What?
I said there's a knob on the guitar too. No, I meant playing it.
Ah, you mean me?
Yes.
You insulting me while trying to push your product.
Absolutely.
Okay, good idea, Glenn. I spit. So let's see what the knob does. That knob, not that knob. Is that speed? Is that sensitivity? Is that threshold?
Well,
yes, it's threshold.
we wanted to make it simple enough for the bass players to use it.
Well, okay. That makes sense. It's a threshold because right now it doesn't let me ring out the note. Leslie, can you do me a favor? Glenn's cock is just not the actual size. Can you make Glenn's cock a lot smaller? I mean, blocker. That's more realistic now. Yeah. Not that I would know. So right here, it's perfect. What's perfect? It's perfect for rhythm playing, but not necessarily sustained notes. Because it cuts way too early. So if you need more subtlety, dial it to the left. And it's gone. I think it works beautifully in the left setting. It cuts out everything that you don't want. If you want it really brutal, go to the right, do rhythm settings. Hey, you can do Super Mario kind of stuff. What I'm doing is I'm muting it back here, therefore reducing the volume going in and fighting around the threshold, which is kind of a cool effect. Did you know it can do that?
No, that's actually pretty sick, actually.
It sounds like a stutter thing.
Almost, it's neat. Almost a tremolo.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I actually think that's a very cool effect. You're controlling the level going in by just muting it. Obviously, when you regular palm muting, that's super drastic. Let's go more even drasticer. Obviously, that's not what you want, but that's why you have the knob, not this one, this one. So get it to right here, and you're amazingly perfect. Something that we thought was way cool when you're over here, and we're going in clean, check this shit out. Still there, I'm still hearing it. Now it's gone. So it literally won't even affect your clean tone. Now why do I have a ISP decimator on the table, which is only in front of amps. I'm going to show you why. Let's see if the CockBlocker can do that. So I got one of these McMulls. Neat old guitar, but new, but old. And on every single setting, it's got hiss and hum and all that stuff because it's very vintagey wired. And I got the noise gate so that in between when I'm not playing, I don't always have to roll down. So you hear this? So this is vintage output. This is not the output that the Marionette has. Doesn't matter where you are, there's some sound. So on super subtle setting, it's gone. Now it's starting to cut, when there's almost really no reusable signal anymore. So that's quite a bit of noise from the single coils right there. Okay, got it dialed in a bit more. Here we go. My point to you is...
Your head?
What?
Nothing.
This is not just a pedal for the metal enthusiast, which of course the non-metal enthusiast is never going to see this pedal because Glenn's channel is all about le metal. So if you're here and you're not into le metal, this might actually be something for you to get because it's a pretty damn awesome gate that will work beautifully for the blues machines as well when you have all the single coily humminess. I'm just thinking the hummingbird would also have been a very good name for the pedal, but then it's not as offensive.
It's not as fun.
It's not as fun. Yeah, okay, fine then.
Noise is a cock. You should block it.
You heard it from the man on the couch. Now, as I said, there's two pedals that I can think of that will do a similar thing. Also, there's the NS1, is that the noise suppressor from Boss? I don't really know that one. I know that this will do more than the ones that just go in front of your amp. I know that the Sentry from TC has been called kind of digital because it's doing the whole thing digitally. It also has two ins and outs, but a buddy of mine said you can totally hear artifacts, which you can't with this because this is le analog. And the king of noise gates is the Decimator G-string, which will clock in at over $100 more than this. Hey, can you make Glenn's CockBlocker big again? Thank you.
How much is the ISP Decimator?
The Decimator 360 or something.
Wow.
So how much your CockBlocker?
It's going to be somewhere right around 200 US. The online store is going to be going up sometime like first week of July, something like that. When's this video coming out?
No idea.
Okay, well, hopefully we can time this together. Let me know.
Months from now, who knows?
Oh fuck!
I'm a busy man. Okay?
No, that's fine. The longer the better. That's even better.
And this is clearly the longer the better. That's when it comes to the CockBlocker, the longer the better.
Indeed, indeed. That lets me get my online store up and running. So by the time this video airs, hopefully, yes, my online store will be up. Hopefully, I'll have some links in the description below. And yes, I can send a few bucks Henning's way for making this awesome video.
Did you just call one of my videos awesome?
First time for everything, pal.
Is it because your product's in it?
Absolutely.
Okay. No, this pedal is great, and it does clock in at considerably less than the competition, which is, I gotta say, good shit. There's no question that's, the ISP is good shit. But the CockBlocker also is made by cool people that we like and like to work with. And then again, you're supporting Glenn, and it's got a freaking rooster on it. How cool is that?